High in the mist-shrouded peaks of Mount Fuji, a team of intrepid adventurers embarked on a daring expedition. Led by seasoned mountaineer Dr. Emily Hartley, the group aimed to conquer the treacherous slopes and reach the summit of the legendary mountain. As they ascended, the air grew thin and icy winds whipped around them, carrying with them a sense of foreboding. But the thrill of the climb drove them forward, their determination unwavering despite the harsh conditions. After days of grueling trekking, they finally reached the summit, greeted by breathtaking views of snow-capped peaks stretching as far as the eye could see. But their triumph was short-lived as they stumbled upon something unimaginable, an ancient temple hidden beneath the ice. Intrigued by the discovery, the team cautiously entered the temple, their footsteps echoing off the icy walls as they ventured deeper into the darkness. Strange symbols adorned the walls, their meaning lost to time, and eerie whispers seemed to fill the air. As they explored further, they came upon a chamber unlike any they had ever seen. At its center stood a pedestal, upon which rested a gleaming artifact, a golden idol adorned with jewels and ancient carvings. But as Dr. Hartley reached out to touch the idol, a powerful force seemed to awaken within the temple. The air crackled with energy, and the ground trembled beneath their feet as the walls began to shift and change. With growing unease, the team realized that they were not alone in the temple. Shadows danced in the corners of their vision, and strange apparitions appeared before them, their eyes burning with an otherworldly fire. Suddenly, a voice echoed through the chamber, a deep, guttural sound that sent shivers down their spines. It spoke of ancient curses and forbidden knowledge, warning them to leave the temple before it was too late. But Dr. Hartley was determined to uncover the secrets of the temple, dismissing the warnings as mere superstition. Ignoring the growing sense of dread, she reached out once more for the idol, intent on claiming it for herself. As her fingers closed around the artifact, a blinding light filled the chamber, and a deafening roar filled the air. The temple seemed to come alive around them, its walls pulsing with an otherworldly energy as the very ground beneath them began to shake. In a panic, the team fled the temple, their hearts pounding in their chests as they raced back towards the surface. But as they emerged into the cold mountain air, they realized that something had changed. The once pristine slopes of Mount Fuji were now twisted and distorted, as if warped by some unseen force. Strange creatures roamed the mountainside, their eyes glowing with malevolence as they hunted for prey. With horror, the team realized that they had unleashed something ancient and terrible upon the world. The temple's curse had taken hold, and now they were trapped on the haunted slopes of Mount Fuji, fighting for their lives against forces beyond their comprehension. As they struggled to survive, they knew that their only hope was to find a way to break the curse and escape the mountain before it was too late. But with each passing day, the darkness of the temple seemed to grow stronger, its grip on their souls tightening with each step they took. And as the days turned into weeks, the team realized with growing dread that they may never leave Mount Fuji alive, doomed to wander its haunted slopes for eternity, victims of their own curiosity and hubris. Story 2. Deep in the heart of the Himalayas, the towering peak of Mount Fuji stood as a daunting challenge for even the most experienced climbers. Its slopes were treacherous, its weather unforgiving, but for a team of thrill-seekers led by renowned adventurer Professor Jameson, the allure of conquering the mountain was irresistible. As they embarked on their expedition, the team was filled with excitement and anticipation. Their goal was to reach the summit of Mount Fuji and uncover the mysteries hidden within its icy depths. Little did they know, however, that what awaited them at the peak was beyond their wildest nightmares. The journey was grueling, with each step taking them further into the heart of the mountain. They battled freezing temperatures, blinding blizzards, and sheer cliffs that threatened to send them plummeting to their doom. But their determination never wavered as they pressed on toward the summit. After days of exhausting trekking, they finally reached the top, greeted by a panoramic view of the surrounding landscape. But their joy was short-lived as they discovered something truly unimaginable, a gaping chasm at the center of the summit, its depths shrouded in darkness. Driven by curiosity, the team descended into the chasm, their flashlights cutting through the gloom as they ventured deeper into the abyss. As they descended further, the temperature dropped sharply, and the air grew thick with an eerie silence that seemed to press down on them from all sides. Suddenly, they stumbled upon a vast cavern hidden within the depths of the mountain. Its walls were adorned with ancient carvings and strange symbols, hinting at a civilization long forgotten by time. But as they explored further, they soon realized that they were not alone in the cavern. Shadows danced along the walls, and strange whispers echoed through the darkness, sending chills down their spines. In the center of the cavern, they discovered a massive altar, its surface covered in strange runes and symbols. At its center lay a glowing orb, pulsating with an otherworldly energy that seemed to beckon to them. Driven by a sense of dread, Professor Jameson reached out to touch the orb, unaware of the horrors it held within. As his fingers made contact with the surface, a blinding light filled the cavern, and a deafening roar echoed through the chamber. When the light faded, the team found themselves face to face with a creature of pure darkness, a monstrous entity that had been imprisoned within the orb for centuries. With a blood-curdling scream, it lunged at them, its claws slashing through the air with deadly precision. In a desperate bid to escape, the team fled deeper into the cavern, their hearts pounding in their chests as they raced to evade the creature's grasp. But no matter how fast they ran, the creature was always one step behind, its malevolent presence closing in on them with each passing moment. As they reached the depths of the cavern, they stumbled upon a hidden chamber, its walls lined with ancient artifacts and forbidden knowledge. But before they could decipher its secrets, the creature descended upon them, its hideous form twisting and contorting in the darkness. With nowhere left to run, the team prepared to meet their fate, knowing that they had unleashed something unspeakably evil upon the world. As the creature closed in for the kill, they could only pray for a swift end to their harrowing ordeal, their screams echoing through the depths of Mount Fuji for eternity. Story 3. Title: The Frozen Terrors of Mount Fuji. High in the Himalayas, the imposing silhouette of Mount Fuji cast a foreboding shadow over the surrounding landscape. Despite its treacherous reputation, a team of intrepid explorers, led by the seasoned mountaineer Dr. Emily Reynolds, embarked on an expedition to uncover the secrets hidden within its icy peaks. The journey began with high spirits as they ascended the rugged terrain, braving fierce winds and biting cold. Dr. Reynolds, accompanied by her team of experienced climbers, was determined to push the boundaries of exploration and uncover the mysteries that lay dormant within the mountain's frozen embrace. As they made their way higher, the air grew thinner and the landscape more desolate. The towering cliffs and jagged crevasses served as a stark reminder of the unforgiving nature of the mountain they sought to conquer. One evening, as they set up camp near a glacier, strange whispers began to echo through the icy wilderness. At first dismissed as a trick of the wind, the whispers grew louder and more insistent, filling the air with an unsettling sense of unease. That night, as they huddled around the campfire, a sudden chill swept through the air, sending shivers down their spines. Dr. Reynolds, ever the voice of reason, assured her team that it was merely a natural phenomenon, but deep down, she couldn't shake the feeling that they were not alone on the mountain. The following day, they pressed on, their determination unwavering despite the growing sense of foreboding that hung over them like a shroud. As they reached higher altitudes, the terrain became increasingly treacherous, and their progress slowed to a crawl. Suddenly, a blizzard descended upon them, engulfing the mountain in a swirling maelstrom of snow and ice. Visibility was reduced to mere feet, and the howling wind drowned out all sound, isolating them in a frozen wilderness of white. Lost in the blizzard, with supplies dwindling and morale faltering, the team pressed on, driven by a stubborn refusal to admit defeat. But as they stumbled through the whiteout, they began to sense a presence watching them from the shadows, a malevolent force that seemed to feed on their fear. With each passing hour, the whispers grew louder, their words echoing through the storm like a chorus of the damned. Dr. Reynolds, her resolve tested to its limits, urged her team to stay focused and keep moving, but the mountain seemed determined to claim them as its own. As night fell once more, they stumbled upon a hidden cave nestled deep within the heart of the mountain. Seeking shelter from the relentless storm, they huddled together inside, their nerves frayed and their spirits broken. But as they huddled in the darkness, they soon realized that they were not alone. From the shadows emerged a horde of spectral figures, their icy breath freezing the air around them as they closed in on their unsuspecting prey. With nowhere left to run, the team prepared to meet their icy fate, their screams echoing through the cavernous depths of Mount Fuji as they were consumed by the frozen terrors that lurked within its icy embrace. Story 4. High atop the jagged peaks of Mount Fuji, where the air thins to a frigid whisper and the snow falls in relentless torrents, a team of intrepid explorers embarked on an expedition unlike any other. Led by the renowned mountaineer, Dr. Victoria Blackwood, the team sought to uncover the secrets hidden within the icy heart of the mountain. As they ascended the treacherous slopes, the wind howled like a mournful wail, and the icy grip of the mountain threatened to swallow them whole. Dr. Blackwood, undeterred by the perilous conditions, urged her team onward, driven by an insatiable thirst for discovery. But as they ventured deeper into the mountain's frozen embrace, they began to experience strange phenomena that defied all logic and reason. Equipment malfunctioned inexplicably, compasses spun wildly, and eerie whispers filled the air, seeming to emanate from the very depths of the earth. One night, as they made camp in a desolate snowfield, they witnessed a sight that chilled them to the bone. A shadowy figure, obscured by the swirling snow, stood silhouetted against the moonlit sky, its eyes gleaming with a malevolent light. Terrified, they huddled together in their tents, praying for dawn to break and banish the darkness that surrounded them. But when morning came, the figure was gone, leaving behind nothing but footprints in the snow and a sense of dread that lingered like a curse. Determined to press on despite their growing unease, the team continued their ascent, each step bringing them closer to the heart of the mountain and the horrors that lay hidden within. As they reached higher altitudes, the landscape grew increasingly desolate, the icy peaks stretching out before them like a frozen wasteland. It was here, amidst the howling winds and swirling snow, that they stumbled upon an ancient cave, its entrance obscured by centuries of ice and snow. Curiosity piqued, the team ventured inside, their headlamps casting long shadows on the icy walls. But as they delved deeper into the cavern, they realized they were not alone. Strange symbols adorned the walls, illuminated by an otherworldly glow that seemed to emanate from the very depths of the earth. The air grew thick with a sense of foreboding, and the team knew they had stumbled upon something far more sinister than they could have ever imagined. Suddenly, a deafening roar echoed through the cavern, shaking the icy walls and sending tremors through the ground beneath their feet. With mounting dread, they realized they had awoken something ancient and malevolent, something that should have remained buried beneath the ice for all eternity. Desperate to escape the cavern's icy grasp, the team turned to flee, but found their path blocked by a wall of ice that had formed behind them, trapping them in the darkness. Panic set in as they realized they were at the mercy of whatever lurked within the depths of the cave. As they huddled together in terror, the temperature plummeted, freezing the very marrow in their bones. Shadows danced on the icy walls, and whispers filled the air, their words unintelligible yet filled with malice. With each passing moment, the darkness closed in around them, suffocating and all-consuming. And as the last of their strength faded away, the team knew they had ventured too far into the heart of Mount Fuji, and that their fate was sealed in ice and darkness forevermore.